A few years ago, I was living at home with my family. We weren't getting along all that well, seeing as my father was and is one of the most strict and religious people I know, and my mother was pretty much his devout follower. Being an only child, I had come back home after college and absolutely hated living with them. They did not accept any other lifestyle than their own, so if I went out with friends, it was always a hassle. Eventually, this just turned into secrets and lies, but who cares, right? I gotta live my way. One night, I went out with some friends to a house party. Afterwards, everyone was kicked out, and I drove. Yes, I know this was stupid, but I lived nearly an hour away, and everyone else I knew at the party lived around the block and wouldn't let me crash, so I decided to call up a friend closer to me. She surprisingly answered and said I could come there, but to not speed and be careful. By the way, she couldn't pick me up because she was also drunk. I practically fell asleep at the wheel the entire time, so I was beyond exhausted. I tried calling her. No answer. Tried again. No answer. I knew where this was going at 2:30 a.m. I hopped in my back seat and covered myself with a hoodie for a blanket. I tried calling again, but my eyes and consciousness could barely stay awake, so I drifted off to sleep. You ever have dreams right outside of where you're sleeping? Like a dream of you walking out of bed in the morning, ready to go through your day, only to wake up and still be in bed? I was having that kind of dream, a barely awake, drifty dreaming, I like to call it. I kept having images of the neighborhood flash in my head. I wake up for a moment and look up to see a guy staring into my car. He's just smiling at me all wide-eyed. It was only a moment because I fell back asleep. At first, I didn't think it was real, but later I heard tapping. I keep a switchblade in my car because, well, I just bought it once and figured, why not? I squeezed it and wondered if I should make a run for the house. I got into a position ready to launch myself out my passenger door. All of a sudden, I hear something on top of my car. I bolted out and tripped on the grass. I looked up, and no one's there. I walk around the car into the street, but I don't see a single person around. But then I see him. All the way down the street, under a streetlight, he's just standing there. I can faintly see him, but I knew he was smiling and waving at me. I didn't care that I woke my friend's parents up. I rather the embarrassment and awkwardness than the fear and feeling I got when I looked into that guy's eyes. I hope we never meet again.